Alright, so our last set for your first semester study guide. So on 31, you're wanting to make sure that your angles are in the correct order so that they're marked congruent. So if you look at the picture, A and D have the same number of markings. So to go with A is going to be D. B and E have the same number of markings, so next will be E, and that leaves F to go with C. On 32, JG is congruent to itself by the reflexive property, so therefore the two triangles are congruent by side, side, side. On 33, if you draw a picture of your triangle and label your vertex at 50 degrees, those two base angles are going to be congruent. This information that they gave you about the sides is extraneous information. You don't need it to answer the question that they've asked, because they've just asked for the two base angle measures. And the two base angles, because it's isosceles, have to be congruent. So therefore, if we subtract 50 from 180, we're left with 130. And if we divide that in half, then each of those angles has to equal 65 degrees. On 34, by definition and knowing what we know about midpoints of triangles, BD has to be half the length of AE, meaning that if we double BE, or multiply it by 2, then we're going to get the same as AE. So if we plug those in, take 2 times our length of BD equals AE, and we're going to go ahead and solve. Okay. On 35, they ask if the angles, or if the lengths could create a triangle, so you have to take the two shorter lengths, which are 6 and 39, and they equal 45, which is greater than our longest side there, so therefore we can create a triangle. On 36, we know that the two side lengths are the same, so MP and JL, and the side length PN and KL, and since KL is across from J, which is bigger than P, that means the length of KL is going to be greater than the length of NM. On 37, that division symbol can be rotated 180 degrees. Your addition symbol can be rotated 4 times to get back to itself. At 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270, and 360, and T is reflexive but not rotational symmetry, so that's no. On 38, the first thing we needed to do is draw in our line y equals 2. A and B are both 1 unit away from 2, so A prime and B prime are going to be 1 unit away, and C prime and D prime are going to be mirror image 4 units away. And draw in your shape, and there's your A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. On 39, the plus 4 means that's being shifted in the x direction, a positive 4 units, so it's being shifted right 4 units, and the negative 6 attached to the y means that it's being shifted down. Oh, haha, should be a down. Shift 6 down. Okay. And lastly, if you reflect immediately across those lines, like folding on those lines, A goes to A prime, and A, I think I drew my arrows in there backwards, but still, it's still a rotation. A should go to A prime, and A prime goes to double prime. And then A double prime goes all the way around. That's a rotation. My line arrows are backwards, but it's still a rotation. And you are ready to take your semester 1 final.